Well, happy Friday the 13th. Oh my gosh. But we have birthdays today because today is Chris R's birthday. So Chris, K-R-I-S, Chris. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And also Rose L. Rose. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rose. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Adam over at Rise and Shine Suburban Homesteading, Joan's son Adam, today's his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Adam. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all three of you have a great, great birthday. It's going to be a bittersweet birthday for Adam because he's leaving Monday to join the Coast Guard. So thank you for your service, Adam. I appreciate that. Yeah, let me give you a glimpse of my world right now. Okay, this is one way to get back to my subdivision. This is at the 1 mile backup point. And we still have another mile to go before we can get to where we want to turn. Okay, this is on our main highway. It's only one lane going back towards the expressway. We're going this way because we're going to get some gas. But this is at the 5 mile mark of how backed up it is. 5 miles. And there's only three lights between there and the expressway. And so they're probably a good 45 minutes before they get to the 5 mile mark. Jim and I are going to Lowe's because I'm going to get a key made for my neighbor because I've reached an age where I just want to make sure that if anything happens that my neighbors can get in to help us. So I'm going to get an extra house key made. I already give one of my neighbors a house key, but I'm going to give one on the other side too, just in case, because they're not always at home. But they're doing major construction around our neighborhood. And the first one I'm going to show you that I showed you was just a little side street. And then the second one I showed you is our main drag. And unfortunately, they're doing all the construction on all the roads, and they picked now to do it. Why? I don't know. And all of the same, like in the whole subdivision. So there's only 2 ways to get into my subdivision. And they've got them both blocked off because you can get out of the subdivision, but you can't get back into the subdivision. So we're going to have to take little side roads and zip. And then when we get to the one point, we're going to have to tell them, you're going to have to let us turn left here because that's the only way we can get into our subdivision, because there's 2 ways to get in and both roads are the one road, you can't even drive either way. And then the other road, you can only drive east. So we were able to get out driving east, but you can't go west to get back home. So we don't know how we're going to get home. We're filling the gas tank up right now because we're just going to make sure that there's a way we're going to get home. But it's going to be all weekend. I don't know if it's all tied in with they wanted to make sure nobody was able to go to the King's protest, no King's Day. I don't know. They're all over the country. I'm sure they're going to be around by you too. They're going to be in my community too. So I was not planning on going anywhere tomorrow anyhow because it's going to be horrendous trying to get anywhere with all the traffic. So we thought we'd go today. No such luck. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. So we took the long way to get to Lowe's. The way we normally would go, we'd come out of our subdivision, we'd get to Lowe's in 7 minutes. No, we had to take the long way, and it took us 20 minutes. And then it's going to probably take us 20 so minutes to get home. Let me see who's calling Jim. Nope, probably a scam call. Yeah, it was a scam call. He keeps getting those. He's got the thing to block it, but they still block it. But it didn't stop me from getting to Starbucks. So I got an iced tea, but I had them add some mango dragon fruit to the tea. So it's a little bit of calories, but not as much as if I would have just got my regular mango dragon fruit. Actually, when we came out of Lowe's, there was probably I would say probably 12 cars in line. So we drove 2 miles. I ordered ahead of time. We drove 2 miles to the other Starbucks. I walked right in, picked it right up. Walk right in, pick it right up. And then I got back in the car, and when we drove by the Starbucks, we would have still been in line. Even to the place where you order. We would have just been in line waiting to get to the little thing where we could order. So, got a little bit of a walk in before we went. I had a bowl of cream of wheat for breakfast with a glass of orange juice. I know, cream of wheat, that's like a winter staple. But when I was laying in bed this morning, I thought, I feel like some cream of wheat. So that's what I had. And then for dinner, Friday, tuna fish sandwich. Yesterday we went to, Birdie came by. I should have got Birdie on the video, and I never even thought about, well, she's a little bit on it. You'll see her, this favorite restaurant I like to go to the Original Pancake House because it brings me back memories of my father eating there. They like to go to this little Italian restaurant in East Point called Villa's because that's where their parents used to go and bring them all the time. And it's like the same thing, that they haven't changed the inside, and it's like they feel like they could be sitting where their parents would have sat. So anyway, we got there and there was a car show. Let me show you the car show. Okay, of course, when we left the restaurant, we had to look around at all the cars. They're playing Beach Boy music in the background, very, very loud. But I like the Beach Boys, and so it wasn't a problem. But this is just one of the lots. There was probably 4 lots altogether. I got talking to somebody, and so the Jim and Birdie got way ahead of me. But these are some of the cars that are parked along the street. The Gratiot Cruise is this weekend. So people are already lining up their cars to show them off. But Birdie and Jim got a little bit ahead of me, and they're talking to these people over here. Let me see if I can zoom in for you so that you can see them. And Birdie's got the yellow shirt on. Jim's he's looking at the front of the car. So that's how Jim loved it. Birdie liked it too. I had leftovers. I had ordered a pepperoni pasta, which is just mustacholi with, like regular meat sauce, but then they also put pepperoni in it too. And then it tops with a little bit of cheese. And then I had a cup of minestrone soup, and I had 2 breadsticks and a Pepsi. But we walked around and looked at the cars. I told Jim, which car do you want? Anyone you want, I'll buy you. And he says, well, they don't have the one I want, because he wants a 65 Chevelle. I think it was a 65. I think it was a 65 Chevelle. Anyway, whatever it was, they didn't have it. So they were looking at the cars, and this one guy, he had a car like my brother used to have. And so I said, have you had this originally? And then he gives me this long story about the car that it was actually his wife's car, and his wife, it was a second marriage for both of them. Him and her daughter put the car together, and then she gave it to her new husband as a wedding gift. And they're still married after all these years. But what kind of car was it that I told you I would buy, but they didn't have it at the car show?
Oh, a 64 Chevelle.
A 64 Chevelle. It wasn't there, so. All right, now we're going to try our big journey home, so let's see how long it takes us. The trip home wasn't too bad. It's a little bit of traffic, but not as bad as we thought. And then when we got to where we were going to have to argue about getting home, they had changed the direction. And so if we would have left to go, we wouldn't have been able to get out. But now we could get back in. So we're home now, and that's where we're planning on staying. We don't plan on going anywhere. I'm going to watch some YouTube videos. I'm going to go sit outside and read a little bit and just get on with my day. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let's talk again tomorrow. I almost forgot. I wanted to include this picture of Sophia. She's spending the weekend with her Uncle Steve and her Aunt Amy, Amy is Aaron's sister. And they went to some little fair or something, I don't know. And she was by the llamas. And there's 3 llamas in the little pen. And they're all like going where they want. And so Amy wanted to take a picture of Sophia. So she said, look this way. And just as she's ready to snap the picture, the 3 llamas and Sophia all looked her way. So she said she thought it was cute. I thought it was cute too. So I thought I'd share it with you.